howlers.
Welcome, everybody, to Fade to Obsidian, your Red Rising podcast about relationships and spaceships, but now has just become the art of Red Rising as we continue in the year 2026. Happy New Year, everybody, with
Happy
more
New Year.
Red Rising artists. I am Skipper, joined as always by Crescent, and this week we are very excited to have Black Hole / Scott from Book and Box Co. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, welcome. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So our standard questions to start are a couple things. Number one, why do you have the howler name Black Hole? Number two, and actually you don't have to do these in any order. How did you discover Red Rising, and what are you drinking tonight?
All right, so first off, I'll start with the last, and I'll go the other way. So I'm actually doing dry January, so I'm drinking just some zero sugar fruit punch from Tropicana. It's actually really good.
All right.
Secondly, I guess for how I discovered Red Rising, I listened to a lot of books on Audible, and I did it for a while when I was working with AT&T. I was driving around, I had my own company car and everything, and one of my buddies just like, hey, hop on Audible, and then started listening to some different series, sci-fi stuff, and then finally it does a suggestion. It's like, you should try this, and I was like, what is Red Rising? And I listened to it, and I hear just this like super like Irish sounding character, and I was like, that goes with me. But then I heard the Mars thing, and I was like, all right, I got to give this a shot, and I just crushed the book. Like I think in like 2-3 days, just done, and I was like, where's the next book? Like I could not stop. But yeah, I got Black Holes from there's a couple different people that were in it's in a different group for Red Rising itself, but they had named me Black Hole because of my love for space and space travel, and Interstellar was one of my favorite movie series of all time, so they said it fit.
That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah, it sounds like it fits to me.
Out of curiosity, when did you discover, like, did you have to do a wait after one of them for any of the books? Like, were you read them and you got to a certain point, or were you after Lightbringer?
No, I think I first started, I picked up the first one like around Dark Age.
Okay.
Like Dark Age was out.
Bad wave.
Yeah, and so I started just going, and it was like nonstop. I just did not wait. I used all my Audible credits. I actually bought like extras just so I could do it. Because like I need all these books like immediately.
That's incredible.
Yeah, because like the only one that really kind of took me for a loop, I guess, and probably a lot of people, is like Iron Gold. Multiple perspectives, very, very different. I did like what he did as far as like Pierce's writing in there, but it was yeah, that was the one I was like, is this the same guy?
Right?
So.
Well, and I feel like, in my opinion, it's jarring, and I didn't like Iron Gold until I went back for it. Like, well, I enjoyed it, but not like it was not my favorite, because both Lyria and Ephraim not liking Darrow, and I mean Lysander as well, not really, that like I was too defensive of Darrow in that first read through, and then you have to figure out if like Darrow's not perfect, you have to let that go. But yeah, I get it now. I like it, but it's still not my favorite.
Yeah. I feel like all those memes that are out there right now where it's like, I think it's from like Parks and Rec, but they're like, I love you and you've done nothing wrong, and they're talking about Darrow, and I'm like, but he has, and it's like, we still love him. It's like, yeah, you're fine.
It's fine. Ignore the war crimes. Ignore the war crimes.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's not a war crime the first time.
Yeah, I love it.
Yes, yeah.
That's us as Canadians. That's our motto. It's not a war crime the first time. Preston, what are you drinking tonight?
I have a grape Coors Seltzer.
I thought you were done those.
No, we got more.
It was like last time we talked, you were running out of those. Okay, I like it.
We got.
I didn't even know they made seltzers.
Yeah.
They are, and they're quite good.
He keeps buying them.
Orange grape and cherry slushy flavor.
Oh, nice. My wife's type 1 diabetic, so that's all she does is seltzers anymore when she does drink. So that or wine too.
Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense.
Yeah, fair.
I've got.
Skipper, what are you drinking?
Cronenberg 1664.
Mm.
Because I bought it specifically for my brother-in-law on Christmas and he did not drink them all, so now I'm drinking them. Is it smarter to
Right.
wait until he's back in the house? Yeah, but why would I do that? I'm just gonna drink his beer. So that's what I have tonight. But yeah. So following up with how you discovered Red Rising though, what's your
Mhm.
journey of becoming an artist and then creating the art that you are around Red Rising? How did you get into that?
Well, okay. I started doing art like I was drawing like Dragon Ball Z stuff when I was a kid. Really enjoyed that. So it's like been since I was like maybe 10 years old, just drawing.
Yeah.
But I really kind of fell in love with like logo art and everything. I was actually a semi-pro coach for Halo. So like when Halo was out, Halo 3,
Oh shit.
Halo Reach. Um, I enjoyed. I went to a couple different events with a couple different teams and designed some logos in there.
That's
And
so
then
cool.
I kind of did more logo art that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like a lot of my stuff is like very big, bold, has to fit really well. Like I like the t-shirt stuff, doing that mostly. So that's kind of like where I've stemmed a lot of my artwork from. But I don't know. I tinkered with it for a while, got out of it after college for a little bit, and then Red Rising was the first thing that was like, I need merch around this. I need
Mm,
to find something, and I couldn't find that much at all. I didn't know if Lit Escalates at the time, and I was like, okay, who is actually making art around this? And since I couldn't find that many people that were, I was like, I'm gonna start making some. So it
perfect.
got me back into like doing a few things. So it was just a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, and you've done a
Yeah, and I
lot,
mean,
and it feels like you constantly are producing, which is amazing.
I'm trying to come up with like new designs, something that like anyone would want on. Like I see it as for myself. Would I wear this? And I want something that's not. How do I say this? Like, okay, I go to Disney and there's Disney shirts that's like, oh, that just screams Disney. But then there's other shirts that's like it's very subtle, and you're like, oh, that's a Disney shirt. That's really cool. And it's like I want to be on that side of the things where it's like there's something that you can tell it's maybe not at first glance or something. It makes someone curious about it. Where it's like
Yep.
I think a couple of my other ones that I'm trying to do are I'm not trying to get political about things as far as I know a lot of people are, but I was like the Rise Against the Society. I think that was like a play into stuff for what I did with that one.
Yeah.
Um, but I was gonna do one where it's like Howlers Have No Kings is my next thing.
Mm.
Just for kind of what's going on because like
Yeah.
you kind of can't be by the wayside, but I'm also trying not to go like too far. But I just did a new one the other day. I got some feedback because all of us artists, I guess they probably told you we have that Instagram group on there.
Yeah.
So we'll share our art and we'll be like, hey, what do you guys think of this? And I did one. Um, just it's not a spoiler for the Book of Lorne, but it's like just everyone knows Lorna Arcus, Honor in the First, Honor in the Last. And so I had this cool archway design in my mind of like having the letters go up and down,
Yeah.
and then I wanted to make a pillar for like the Roman stuff. And I realized I laughed because I saw that Joel and Pierce had released redrising.com, and on there is like the same thing as that little pillar, and I was like, dang, okay, great minds think alike, I guess, but also like, should I post this or I even have it as a thing because they did it first? So
The hive mind
but
is
yeah.
hard when everyone has the brain cell,
mm-hmm.
right? The shared
Yeah, well, I
common
mean,
brain cell that's out there.
the whole thing is like it's just Roman vibes, so it's
Yeah,
like why not have the Roman esque pillar?
absolutely.
But yeah, it sometimes it gets difficult to make the designs, but I'll go back through like 5 different trials, and my wife's helpful to a point because like I run the whole shop and everything and do all the designs, but I'll have her come in and be like, okay, I like that, that looks good, that's something I would wear,
Yeah,
and then I kind of go from
that's cool. That's great. I love that. Yeah, you come up with some really great stuff, and I love that you almost always either tag it or tag somebody who then shares it, and so we get to see it so quickly, which is great because there's so much stuff that gets lost. And I get to look through and be like,
yeah.
oh, what's new? What's happening? I love it.
And I'm always so nervous about like tagging people because I don't want to overwhelm somebody
No, no.
with just like, hey, I'm forcing you to be on this post or whatnot. And I'm like, is it me as a bad artist doing that, or is it me as a bad artist not doing that?
Yeah.
So,
No, never worry
but
about
Mm.
tagging us. If I don't share it, it's because sometimes I ignore our Instagram for a little bit and then come back to it, or just I'm overwhelmed with something. But yeah, we love when you take us
yeah,
and stuff. So go ahead and do it.
Hmm.
And I feel like most of our
awesome.
community is like that. Of like you talked about how you
Mhm.
guys all have the Instagram group chat. But
Yeah.
the content creators across the board of Red Rising are so supportive of each other that we want to see what we're doing with each other and we want to be included. So I'll speak for the
Oh,
community
definitely.
when I say keep on tagging us. It's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah. Uh, so this is Crescent. Are you gonna ask your big question that everyone's gonna before we jump in? I was
Yeah.
gonna ask
So
it, and then I was like, "This is
we've
Crescent's
had
question. I can't see."
yeah we've had answers all the way from perfect, like 100% defined answer to I have no
Basics.
fucking idea.
Yeah.
Uh, how would you describe your style?
Um, honestly, I kind of would just say more logo based. I that's like the easiest thing I can do. I like the bigger, bolder stuff, and then whenever I do like character design, I'm still like because anything that I've done in the past, like I know I have my Ragnar still up there, and the Cassius I did forever ago. That those I that painting style takes so long and is so meticulous that it is just hard. It's hard for me to do that on a regular basis. Like props to Andy and PB Doodles and everyone else for being able to do that so well and so quick because it like I can see how I have ADD and it's like I need that perfection and I can't do that without taking like a full almost solid month to do that.
Yeah.
And now that I'm in school, I'm like, no, that's not possible anymore. So
Mhm.
I'm sticking with my basics, the logos, the big bold stuff. That's probably my
Yeah.
best style.
I love it. Yeah. I
Yeah,
like it.
fair.
To the point. Yeah, it's been funny of asking everybody on who knows what their style is, who has no idea. What was Miles's comment? Was that just like fuck it and changes it every like 2 minutes? It's like whatever I want it to be. We're like
Yeah,
that tracks for Miles. Yeah,
yeah. Flavor
absolutely.
of the month. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that. That sounds nice.
yeah.
But that kind of keeps
Uh,
you like you don't have to like have expectations either, which is really nice because someone might expect like, oh, I want this amazing, super detailed piece, and I'm
yeah.
expecting it because the person always does it, and then there's nope, don't worry about it.
Yep. Just
I can do whatever.
yeah. Yeah, it is funny. Like there is certain artists within our group, especially like PB. I'll call out for sure. Of you see it posted and you're like, oh, that's a PB Doodles, and then like Miles every once in a while, you're like, who? Oh, Miles is
Yeah.
back because he'll take a break and then he comes back for something, and you're like, Miles is
Oh
back.
yeah.
So that's great. I love it. How long does it take you to do any of your pieces? So you said that the more detailed stuff takes a while, but on average,
Yeah.
or
Any of the ones that I'm using, like, because I go back and forth between Photoshop and Procreate.
mm,
And so if I'm doing something like a really detailed piece on Procreate, yeah, that's gonna be like a month. If I'm doing like the painting style,
yeah,
because that's just takes a long time. But then some of the other ones, like the logo ones, I can whip up those pretty quickly. But the bad part is I'm going through like 4 different variations of the same thing,
yeah,
and I'm like scratching it, scratching it, scratching it. So usually about like a week, I think, for me on that is before I'm actually comfortable with something. Um, and then I always want to try and have like I know Kevin's done this before, where he has multiple colors on like so it's like I'm actually wearing one of his right now.
yeah,
But so how he's got like this with like just the white on gray.
yeah.
He's also had a couple where I've seen like him do like almost a rainbow scale on stuff to like match it to a shirt color, and I've tried to match him a little bit on that because I love how some of his pieces look, and I was like, can I do that? Will it look cool? But then I'm also trying to stick with the colors of the Lorna Arcos piece I'm doing. It's purple and gold and black. Those like the main colors I'm trying to go with. But then I have like a few one-offs in there, like a green T-shirt. So, um, but so I want to try and match it to make sure it looks good on whatever element I'm trying to put it on. And so even that takes some time.
Makes total sense, though. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm here for all green T-shirts, though. I'm just gonna call it out that I am like Victra,
Okay.
and I prefer green. I'm just throwing that out there for the future. Just gonna say it.
Okay. I've got there's a really nice one that we found through Comfort Colors colors, because Kevin started using that as well and turned me onto there, because I was using I think Bella Canvas for a while, but the Bella Canvas shirts are they're kind of thin. Um, but Comfort Colors has one. It's like a light green called Bay. That is just. I've had so many people ask like, "What color is that? I need that color." So
Yeah. Nice. I like
yeah,
it.
that's a really good looking green.
Yeah. Um, you mentioned using Procreate. So is that tablet you're using as your main like way of
Yeah, I
doing
use
it?
I use it's an iPad Pro
Okay.
10, I think. It's an older version, and
Yeah.
I've been using it for like out. That part is I use it the same one for school, and so like in between on lunch breaks, I'll go and I'll just doodle something and whatnot on there, and like my group partner is like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Don't worry about it. It's just
Yeah.
stuff for a book series."
Yeah. It's fine.
But then yeah, otherwise I just use like it's Photoshop Elements. I bought like an old version a long time ago that I just got used to, and anything that I do as far as needing to create into like a vector file, honestly, some of the free online programs, it just works that way easiest. So
Yeah. I mean, whatever is best and works for you. You don't have to go fancy for
yeah.
everything. That's awesome.
Although I do see the tools in the new Photoshop, and I'm like, I kind of wish I had those.
Yeah. Maybe splurge one day. Mix it up.
Maybe.
Um.
Isn't it
So
a subscription now?
is it a
So if you
Yeah,
subscription?
the
can
newer ones are
splurge
subscription
forever.
only, so I don't
Yeah.
know. We'll see. I'll write it off as a business expense or something. Who knows?
There you go. Just write it
Perfect.
off.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
David Rose from
And then
Shakespeare.
fold
You
in the
write it
cheese.
off. You write it off and you
Yep.
fold in the cheese. You just write it off. It'll be fine. I love it. How much research are you doing for yours? Now I know yours is more of a simple than some people's, like trying to match clothing and things. But how much research do you put into your art?
So I try and make sure like anything I do that's got a quote on it, it is exactly what I'm looking for.
Yep.
Because I know like I made some like I guess mock-ups for I guess dust covers a while back, and I had one on there that was pity them, or not, or no, bye Felicia. I know it was a
Yeah.
Victor quote, but it was bye Felicia, and someone was like, "That's in the book," and I'm like, "Yeah, it is."
Yup.
So I do my research to find out, and I know exactly like I was trying to remember which book. Like as soon as I find it, I'm like, I know. Okay, I remember reading that in the book or hearing that, and yeah, I always try and make sure it's like exactly as it is for a quote in there. But then I know when I first started, I made sure and did research because I made like a Howler 2 symbol, which is like another wolf. Because obviously I can't use Joel's. I think when I first started, Joel actually reached out to me because I was using that and I didn't know that was copyrighted. So I was like, sorry, my bad, kind of thing. So I made another one and I had to make sure and try and figure out which eye was the bloody eye for Severo because that's what I was trying to mock it off of. Over time, it developed into like more of a thing for like the Hail Reaper, Hail Libertas, where it's like because I did the half and half, where it's now indicative of Darrow showing his side of being his red and his gold, and knowing that it's like one of each coming together to form his actual him as a person. You know?
Yeah. Absolutely. That's so cool. I love that.
Yeah.
I just wanted to really quickly. I don't know if I've ever told on the podcast. Crescent, do you know my Bye Felicia story with Pierce? I don't think I've ever told it on the podcast.
Yeah, you were at a signing, right?
I was at a signing. It was Morning Star, right? So where Bye
Oh, that's
Felicia
cool.
is. And I was
Yeah.
seated at the front row because I camped out for hours. And so got to ask a question in front of everybody and just said, like, why do you include so many pop culture references, like something along the line of that? And he just stared at me and went, bye, Felicia. I was sitting there going, oh my God, oh my God. And then he like graciously answered the question, but I was like dying that Pierce just yelled straight into my face, bye, Felicia. And I was like, yeah, that is why I'm asking this question. Thank you, Pierce. Thank you. That is great.
Oh yeah, that's
So I
great.
love that that's what you picked out for a possible book, the dust jacket. But it's like, yeah, it's such an epic quote.
Yeah.
That, most people pick up
I
on
thought it
it,
was
but like, it's so good.
yeah. I was like, did he really just put that in here? But hey, I mean, having it as like the whole thing is stemming from future of what we are right now, I was like 100% get it. I understand why you're putting these in there, because it's like some things probably might never die. So
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and it's done in such a
Exactly.
great way because the person's like, I am Felicia, ow, and then just bye Felicia. It's like,
yeah,
yes.
that was so
So
good.
good. So good. I love that. But yeah, you're kind of half and half wolf is it's become pretty iconic and great use of it. So I love it. It's one of my favorites.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I just was like, I know one day I was just like messing with it, and like the idea of negative space to like represent the whole, and I just started like flipping things around, and then my wife walks in and she's like, "What are you doing? That looks cool." And I was like, "Really? You like it?" And she's like, "Yeah, do something with that." And I was like, "Sweet." So I did like 6 different variations of it, found something I liked, because I tried doing it originally with like the upside down pyramid, and uh, the way I wanted it, I was like, I think doing what I was looking at is like the Hail Reaper, Hail Libertas, having that as the quotes on the inside, I was like, circle works better. Let's go for it.
Yeah. No, because it's great I mean, obviously we have the wolf in our logo. Howler Pod has the wolf. There's a few different people who it's the most iconic, but ours is just clearly a standard wolf that no one would really notice
Yeah.
oh, that's Fate to Obsidian, rather than yours. You see it and you're like, oh, yeah, I know exactly who that is. Yeah, it's more of our Crescent, because Crescent managed to get into our logo and I didn't. The Obsidian Crescent there. I'm not in the logo at all.
I didn't do it. You can't blame
You didn't. No. We crowdsourced.
Nice.
This is when the den was a baby, less than 200 people. We just threw it out there. Like, does anyone have a friend that can make us a logo? We're like, yep.
Oh,
And like the
nice.
poor guy, we were like, can we give you something? It's like a friend of a friend. We don't even know the guy's name who did our logo. Then we're like, oh. Now I have it on mugs. This is Tunes or Cackler Violet Clayworks made only my mug. Yeah. But yeah, your wolf's
I
good.
still gotta pick up something of hers.
Yeah.
I saw the box that she did, and I know
Oh yeah.
that God, that I was like, if anything, I would love to have that and just put like all my little rings in there.
Yeah.
Because I've got like one like actual wolf ring that I got
Cool.
from like this other artist on Etsy, and I was like, I want to put it in this box, and I want it only to be in that box.
Yeah. You cute little howler.
I don't have anything with a heart though.
No. That would work.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, she's amazing. Her chess set, I'm like, are you gonna actually make that for sale, or is that just for yourself? How many chess sets are you making out here? Like when she puts a new one of like, we've done this, and you're like, that's cool. That's really cool. We unfortunately, she will not be coming on because there's a couple artists we've reached out to, and artists shockingly are introverts that don't want to talk about themselves. We're shocked, but we will do a whole episode highlighting. We're gonna bring Caroline Crunchy / Blackstitch / Hearthweaver back on, and we're gonna highlight people like her.
Nice.
Who's the other one that I was talking to this week? There was someone else who was like, "Oh, that sounds."
Lehigh Stained Glass.
No, Lehigh Stained Glass is on next week. She will be here.
Oh, that's right. Bronwyn.
Bronwyn.
Oh, Bronwyn.
PSD.
Oh, dude, her stuff is so good.
Yeah.
Like I was like, between her and Caroline, I feel like both of them have just kind of defined what Darrow looks like as a person. Like it's just, yep, got it. That makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah,
100%.
Unfortunately, does no one want to hear the sound of her voice. So we'll be providing us answers to our questions, and we will read them for her. But yeah, which is absolutely understandable, but we still want to highlight them. Sorry, Lehigh Studio will be in 2 weeks. Danger and Beauty Art will be next week. That's who we're recording.
That's right.
There's a long list. The ongoing joke of this is we're like, we'll get like 6 weeks out of this, and now it's never ending.
Hey, that's good.
It's amazing that it's like an ongoing. We're like, oh, and you, and people just more and more coming out of the woodwork, or people that we never thought of, musicians coming on. We will get Erin from Howlerpod to bring on her memes. I think that's art in itself at this point. We'll get Erin to do the memes. Yeah. But it's incredible, everything.
It's so cool to be in this renaissance of Red Rising art. Like, I know Skipper got in really early, so there was nothing. I got in just before Dark Age, and there was still very little. Like, PB Doodles was just starting to put stuff out, and if you got in at the same time, I'm sure you felt it.
Weren't saying it.
Yeah. I was like, this needs art around it, because just even from the first book, because I keep telling people, it feels like you are sci-fi, Hunger Games, medieval, Harry Potter-ish kind of, like that's like the, I guess, quadfecta, I guess, that I can put out there. Like, you get sorted into this house, but you have to take a test. So it's like, that brings people in from the Harry Potter series. Then it's like, oh, you can possibly die. That brings people in from the Hunger Games series. And then it's just like, you have this whole sci-fi element around it of bringing anyone in who's been interested in sci-fi. And it's like, so that's... It definitely needed to be done.
For sure. I joined the day Golden Sun came out, and so then immediately went on to Twitter. And so there was a strong Twitter group, but they would just, like, there weren't artists for it. It was just people wanting to talk. And like, I'm sure Reddit was out there at the time, but I was not on Reddit. But it took a very slow time. We used to get Red Helldiver would do their Easter Peeps story, and that was like the excitement of the year, is that it's Red Rising played through your little marshmallow peeps.
Oh, nice.
And that was like the art we had.
Cool.
We were like, that's it. And so it's so great now that we have so much. Because I remember Lit Escalade's like working with Out of Print and then their Kickstarter, and you're like, oh my God, we have merch. We have literally anything, which was incredible. But other than that, like, we made some buttons, and that was about it. I still have those. Where are they? I have buttons that I was supposed to hand out, and I still haven't, that they say something about Iron Gold. And I was supposed to give them out during the Iron Gold tour, and I never did. But so it's incredible in the situation we are, that there's just constant all sorts
I'm like
of
so
art.
grateful. Yeah, so grateful for right now, but I'm also like, I really wish I could have gotten in, like, right when Golden Sun, like, when you got in, I'm like, why couldn't I have been there and done that? Because I would have loved, like, I'm still going to try and do, because I've already reached out to Lit about doing, like, a collab piece.
Cool.
I did something with them a while back where they were trying to get me to do, I know Joel redid the House Institute logos for the remaining ones. He was trying to get me originally to do that, but email got lost. He wound up saying, hey, I'm just going to go and do it. And I was kind of upset about that. I really want to still work with them. So I'm going to figure out some way to do a collab with them in the future. Because I know Kevin's done a few things. So
Kevin's done, PB's done them. The list goes on and on. Lehigh Studios done them. They're amazing of supporting the artists in the series, which is funny because as you were talking about, of like Joel reaching out, like, they've always, I feel like, from what I've heard, done it in such a gentle way of like, hey, we kind of own that. Please don't. Like, just chill.
Yeah, I've seen so many people, like, because, like, for us artists, I know, like, there's been a lot of things of, like, issues with copyright stuff, and it's like that's something we all try and avoid, is dealing with that. And it's like, once you've, like, for when I started, I had to go into whole depth of understanding full copyright stuff for anything, did my research, understood what I could and couldn't use. And then I know they put out the thing about, hey, you can use things from the book as far as, this, because you are doing stuff as, like, putting out the word of Red Rising. But there are certain things that, like, what limitations, so, like, any of the main sigils or anything like that we can't use. So that's why I created, like, my own version of the gold. But also, and in the book, I read it as wings. So I had to do it, like, more going up kind of thing as far as that fearless one. But I don't know.
Well,
because I know right now
there's been a debate that there are, in fact, wings on Crescent Command.
So, actually just started Red Rising again.
For the 27th time, literally.
For the millionth time. And yeah, so the gold sigil is described, or the society sigil, which has basically become the gold sigil, is described as the pyramid with the three parallel bars coming off of each side like wings. But then later the actual gold sigils are described as wings coming up the sides of their arms. And there's actually a new vote paintings post where Darrow is in the box and there's all the gold hands around the outside of the box, and you can see they've got the wings up the sides of their arms. So
that's the one I was hoping you would mention, because I was like, I just saw that yesterday and I was like, this is amazing. I had to repost it because I was like, I was like, that puts it in my mind as like the whole thing of when people say like, oh, it's a box that you can't lay straight in or anything like that, and it's like this cramped little space, and I was like, she made it feel so real. Oh my god.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. Which is funny because you, Crescent, had asked, I think, Caroline.
I think it was backstage. Yeah,
I think it was backstage that you were like, this is what I want to see. And she kind of hinted at like, someone else is doing that already. I'm not gonna. Like, okay.
Well, and then I think it was Sleepy Sloth.
Yeah.
Had done one in the past of like Cassius draping his cloak over.
Yes, I remember that one.
Yeah. So it's
there's so many good ones out
there. Yeah. So incredible, and that you all get your different perspective of it. Like we get the gala from a million different perspectives, and every time you're like, this is great, this is so fun, right? Like
there's one gala piece that I've seen that I cannot find who actually did the original art behind it, but it's the one where it's like Darrow's actually leaping through the air, and it looks like the sword's actually in the full whip form for his razor, and Cassius's back is to the viewer's perspective.
Yeah.
And then you can see the arm like being cut off and like the blood, and it looks like very real. And I still can't find who did that piece, but that was like, God, that one set for me.
Is that like you can see the crowd around as well, and it's kind of like from a relatively far perspective?
Yes, that's it.
I think that one might have been out of the sub press edition. Because that was 100% on that, but
that was amazing. I was like, this is how I envisioned in my mind, like the snow coming down. For some reason, tastes like
oranges.
I was like, that whole piece is great.
Well, if it's not the sub press, we will get everyone to crowd. What do they call it? Where everyone listening crowdsource. My brain was going crowdfund, and I'm like, that's not it. We don't need to crowdfund it. We need to crowdsource it. That's it. Yeah, we'll find it. It'll be great.
Yeah, the sub press editions. God, if I could get my hands on those eventually, I don't know. I'll find out. I'll find a way. But I know every set right now is like $5,000, and I was like, I don't think my wife wants me trying to give her a heart attack of like, hey, I'm not buying you another ring. I'm buying books.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate, and it kind of makes me mad that I'm like, who's selling these? Who all of those, the Subterraneans go so fast. All the special editions when they do them go so fast, and you're like, why are you suddenly on eBay? Just give it, just charity over here. I will just take one. You know, out of the kindness of their heart, they can just give it to me. That would be great. Or I'll pay for the original price of it. But Crescent looks like he's deep.
Yeah, I saw
someone to figure it out.
Oh, really? I saw someone who, I don't know if maybe it was in the den, but someone found one of the pre-release copies of Red Rising at like a thrift store.
Yeah.
And those are like $500 a piece now. And I was like, to find a Goodwill that has that, that's amazing. I was like, can I scour every single Goodwill where I am and try and find one? But probably not. So
Yeah, it'd be long, long gone.
yeah, because I know there's some people that are out there trying to be like the full collectors, and that's got to be hard, man.
That's Crescent behind us. Crescent is known as the what are you? The cryptid,
the merch cryptid.
Merch cryptid that he Lit Escalates is just like, who's this? Oh, it's Crescent because they'll have his legal name on it, and
it is.
It's Crescent nice. Is once again bought everything they put in the drop. Is got every shirt possible. My thing with all the I love all the dust jackets, but I just want the dust jackets. I'm like, I don't need more of the book. I don't need that. So it's like, how do I display the gorgeous dust jackets? And like, I guess in the same way the fan art would be. Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen people just start framing them now, honestly. Yeah. And I'm like, I would do the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't have enough copies of Red Rising for all the dust jackets.
I just had the thought,
and they're tough to get in.
Yeah. Now that you
they're
can't
tough to get in hardcover. Yeah.
Yeah, Red Rising hardcover is like near impossible unless you have a source. I just thought though of you could, in theory, go to a secondhand store and just find the exact same size, and just wrap random books. People are opening them, and it's Dickens, or they're opening it.
Don't do that.
Why do you have what's the subtle art of giving a fuck in the middle of Red Rising? Don't question it. That's just what.
Oh my god, that's funny. Yeah.
Hilarious. Fine.
Oh my god. That'd be great. Someone's picking it up and just like, hold on, this isn't Red Rising.
Yeah, I love it. Is there something, as Crescent continues to search the web for this subterranean? I was going to ask another question. Or am I pausing?
I'm pretty sure that I did.
That's it. That's the one.
So it was done by. Oh wait, hang on. So this post says it's by Sam Burley.
Mm-hmm.
But this first post on Reddit says that they don't think that it's Sam Burley's artwork. Pierce doesn't credit anyone in the IG post is from. Can't find it on any of Burley's social media or portfolios. Google Lens turns up nothing.
Dang.
The plot thickens.
But that is like so powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a good.
We'll put it here so that the listeners or viewers can see it.
They can know what we're talking about. Yeah.
Everyone who's on Spotify, jump over to YouTube and you'll be able to at least see it. And then they can see if they can identify. Again, we'll crowdsource this. And credit to whoever that artist is. Yeah.
Also, wild.
Because I feel like that kind of brings in.
They have both of them using razors in their left hands, which I'm not crazy about, but
sure.
Oh well, they had their iPhone sitting on a tripod at the side of the,
it's mirrored
at the side of the exactly. So it's flipped.
Mirrored. Exactly. It's fine. All right.
Yeah. But honestly, that image, I was like, that was what when I thought the gala was like. It's a like fancy killing circle, I guess. From like later in the books.
That's
just to see everyone's like all.
Yeah, definitely how, especially also how I see like the Raw is fancy killing circle, right? When like Cassius is taking everybody down, just fancy killing circle. Instead of a dance floor, you get like the killing floor. That's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah, I like it. All right. Well, back to you. Is there something that you really love working on? And is there anything that in the future you want to work on for your
art? There was a couple I had a really fun time working on. Was my one that's like the Howler Legion that's supposed to be like the North Face kind of thing.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun doing that because currently, so like everyone in Denver, they have like the Blucifer Legion because that's like
Yes.
the whole thing with the horse that's at the
The
airport.
Denver airport.
And so
I love it.
yeah, I'm gonna be trying to make some things for them, just like stickers and patches. But yeah, it's gonna be the Blucifer Legion because I had one of the dead horses originally, and I liked that one. I liked working on that one a lot, and I was a bit upset that like it didn't take off how the other one did. I mean, yeah, the howlers are there, but I'm like, dude, the dead horses is like the OG howlers. Like those are like the that's the core group of everyone, especially like taking it back to Tactus. You know, God rest him. Still upset about that. But it's there's certain things. It's like or at least for me as a reader, I find myself I'm diving into more of these certain things of the book, like more pivotal moments or something that's I guess I can see this is something big in the series that needs to be touched on. And so like right now I'm trying to work on something for um Quicksilver.
Cool.
Doing something for him. I do especially like the winged foot of Mercury for his whole thing of seeing that as like that logo. I wanted to do something as being like this is like the symbol of I guess oppression and power all at the same time because like he not to say like that's who he is, but seeing that he almost owns everything is I feel like a lot of people view it that way as like in the society it's like, oh, I see this and it's just another thing. Like if you see something that's branded as Apple, it's like, oh, duh, it's an Apple product. So kind of wanted to try and do something around that, but I'm hesitant to touch on it a little bit because I don't want to screw it up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's like a good thing, but I have some stuff in the past that I was working on Joel with, as what I said with the house sigils, and I want to see his stuff come out first as what it was going to be for House Mercury before I would do that because I don't want it to be too similar or anything like that. I wanted to have something very unique and very iconic for that.
Nice. I like it. I look forward to that. I love Quicksilver, and I feel like we don't get a lot of fan art. I don't know if I've ever seen any.
There is very limited fan art of Quicksilver.
Yeah. He'd be in the board game, but other than that, I can't really think.
I feel like the artist that did the like tarot cards.
Ooh, yes.
Did one of Quicksilver.
Yeah. Dude, those tarot cards were sick. I saw those like I think right after I started reading, and I was like, these are cool.
Yeah. Really well
like
done.
that was it was very perfect as to put each character that way because it's like you do see it and it's like you can tell that fits that character very very well.
Yeah, absolutely. Does PB since Crescent's got them all behind him? Do you have a Quicksilver?
I do not have a Quicksilver.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. No.
And PB's normally pretty thorough. Crescent has all of them, or almost all of them. He's missing like 2.
Yeah, she's
nice.
She said she's going to send me Romulus because Romulus, I think, is one of the very few that I do not have.
See what we mean?
Yeah.
Crescent buys all the merch. I love it. Yeah, that's super cool. But yeah, I look forward to that because I think you'll do him justice. And I would absolutely wear something on it, right? Just with like a logo on the side, as if you have the like you know, like the polo logo, like whatever that is not right with nothing else. You just need like and so that people are like, what weird brand is that? Like, what is that? And you're like,
that's what I'm trying to go for is like to bring in the curiosity behind stuff. Because it's like if you see someone that's wearing something, like I tried doing a black on black shirt for myself and it failed miserably, but I wanted someone to be like, what's on your shirt? Like, cause I had it was like a shiny black on like a heather black shirt. And I was like, this looks cool in my mock-ups. And then I get it and I'm like, this looks like crap.
Yeah, it's hard.
So, cause they let us do like test stuff every now and then. And it's like, yeah, but you want something that, at least I want something that I would wear that brings the conversation. Cause it's like, what are I could name any meme out there, but it's like, yeah, okay, here, I'm going to go do this. And if you ask me about Red Rising, I'll talk to you for about an hour with that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
but
absolutely.
to bring that, because I think I've got like 15 people into it so far in my area. Like I'm, like my wife's in the brewing industry. So there's a few different breweries out here that just like mostly craft breweries, but everyone now they're like, don't talk to Maddie's husband. He's the Red Rising guy. Just don't. He'll get you in a conversation for forever. And I'm like, what? That's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
You'll just have
Just
to like 7 books to be heartbroken.
Yeah.
Yeah, emotionally ruined.
Exactly.
Ugly crying.
Dude,
yeah, it's fine.
That new trauma thing was so good.
Yeah, it's so good.
I was like, I love the no spoilers behind it, but you know exactly where it is and what happened.
Yeah.
Like, God.
Yeah. So well done. So,
Yeah.
I'm crying thinking about it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
funny.
It's funny. As soon as I saw that, I was like, I kind of wanted to do one too that said Red Rising Trauma Club.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the anti-social social clubs or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that'd be hilarious. But I was like, I'll let them that one.
So, somehow therapy. We need like we have one there's no therapy in space. Like that's a Fade to Obsidian t-shirt you can get. There's like no therapy in space. And I'm like, I feel like we need more therapy jokes around Red Rising. We need therapy. Like our whole joke is that the characters need therapy, but us howlers also need therapy. Yeah,
we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I was laughing because I had never cried over a book until like I was maybe like 10 reading. I think it was Perlu the Bold. It's like some little tiny indie book by shoot, I can't remember the guy's name, but I remember the title of the book. It was great. So that was a really good book. It was just like a small little story of like this, guy from nowhere that thinks he can't do anything, rises up to help his people. And so I got like some of the vibes from Red Rising, but once I got to Dark Age, I was like bawling. And I'm like, I haven't cried over a book in God, like 15 years. So no, 20 years. God, I'm 35. Jeez.
Yeah. Dark Age I read while driving and had to pull over to the side of the road in Vermont and just cry over Ulysses. Just bawl my eyes out on the side of a Vermont highway as I was driving between seeing Pierce and then going up to Montreal. And I was just dying. Yeah.
Dude, sometimes I'm like, how do you get this imagery in your mind? And also, God, that's brutal. Just so brutal.
Apparently Pierce's mom read the passage and sat down and was like, why are you thinking like this? And like sat him down like very concerned.
Where did I go wrong?
Her son was writing this. Yeah.
Oh my God. Nope, I could see that. That's hilarious.
Right?
Yeah, all the parents always think that.
Yep. All right, Crescent, before we get to the big question, did I miss any? I always miss some question, and Crescent goes, we didn't ask this.
Nope. I think we got them all.
Nice.
Got them all.
Sweet.
All right. Crescent asked the big question.
Now the big one.
The big one.
Now the big one. Is there any question? This two-part question. Any question that you wish we had asked you? And is there any questions that you have for us?
So I'd say the only one is maybe like favorite character and why. Because I know there's so many good characters inside the whole series. A lot of people have like loyalties to one or the other depending on what side they lean on, and I know the vast majority of us say fuck Lysander. So I mean I get it, but there are some out there that's like, yeah, that's my guy. So that'd probably be the only question I would say that I wish I would have gotten asked, but that's okay. That's okay.
Then we can ask.
Well, you can consider yourself asked.
Now we're asking you. That's the point of that question, is so we can be
that's the whole point.
journalists and go, what did we miss?
So I'd have to say my favorite character is still Severo to this day. Just like the broken and beaten boy that comes from being mislabeled and mistreated, that just rises up to be like the most feared person besides the Reaper, because they're like, dude, if you fuck up, the Reaper's gonna send the Goblin after you, and they're like, oh shit, and that puts like chills down people's spines. But just his turnaround as a character overall, and also, fuck you, Pierce, for making me think he died in Morningstar. I lost it. I had to put the book down. I was like, I don't know how I can throw an Audible book out of my car, but I will. So,
gotta rip the head unit out of the car and just,
dude, honestly, I was devastated. So, like, happy he's still with us.
Yep.
And the only thing is, I'm like, dude, he just take a bath every now and then. But yeah, I told my wife if they ever do like an open casting for whatever they do as a TV series or anything like that, and the thing for Severo comes up, I'm literally going to shave off all of this. She's never seen me without my mustache. I'm shaving all of it off, dyeing my hair blonde, and I'm going in for this because I was like, I want to be that character. He's just like, he's so unhinged and just manic, but also like you can see the brokenness being healed, and I'm like, I love it. He's just the triumph of a character.
Absolutely. Well, and I'll follow you up on that one. That mine is Victra, and I swear to God, if the two of them die in Red God, I will be pissed because they've both gone through far too much that they just, I don't even care. Like Darrow and Mustang have gone through a lot, but I think Severo and Victra have like just taken a beating from Severo from birth, Victra from mourning. Well, getting shot in the back in Golden Sun was probably what really did her in. But I need the two of them to survive. Yeah, I just need our little broken family to once again be healed.
Oh, please. Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
But I honestly think, I don't know if Pierce is going to do this or if he listens. Leave the Telemanus family alone for once in your life, please.
So
I don't know what they did.
I know, right? What's up with him? And it's the stupid hat for one of them, at least. Tough. I do feel like because we got the fake scare of Kavix dying, that Kavix now has a little bit of plot armor. Like, you can't attempt to kill him two books in a row. And Thraxa can hold her own. I hope not. So...
Best.
It's going to be the unnamed daughter. That's who randomly gets killed off. Mm-hmm. And we're like, didn't even know her name until she's dead. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. He's still not going to name her.
He's not going to name her.
Daryl will be like, yeah, the one Telemanus sister I don't know.
Kavix is like, my other daughter. And everyone's like, wait, what?
just my other daughter. No one ever knows. That'll be a good sticker. Oh, my other daughter.
Because at least we see what's the other one? Zana. You see for like a scene in Iron Gold, but the other
and then never again.
Thrax is just holding her own. This is why Thrax is so done with everybody's shit. She's like, where are my sisters at? Yeah, so funny. Who knows? Yeah, I know.
Okay, Kristen, what about you?
Big Darrow guy.
He's a Darrow stan.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're very unoriginal over here.
Yeah, and you know what? Yeah. I don't even care. Darrow's a good character. He needs a break. I want him to go be able to work on graph bikes with Pax.
Yeah.
Though I think Pax is going to have upgraded to torch ships and destroyers and stuff by the time Darrow gets back.
Yeah, he's like the tired dad that travels for a living, and he's like, dude, I just need a vacation, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Felt.
Yeah. Vacation at home. He needs a staycation. He needs to be in his own house.
Yeah, for real.
Just hanging out. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we'll get our little happy compound back together at the end. Maybe Pierce won't be that bad.
A beautiful dinner in somewhere.
Have we considered the thought that nobody dies?
That he is set. Yeah.
I'm just saying, it could happen.
Pierce is like,
if no one dies, I will be extremely surprised.
Right? Just saying. Lysander will die. Atalantia will die. Who else do we got? The Jackal will die.
Abomination. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Abomination. Sorry, not Jackal.
The Jackal. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to touch on this. He is by far I think that one of the best villains I've ever read, as far as like his cunning of thinking like those 7 steps ahead of everyone else.
Yeah.
Like who the fuck thinks of a clone? Like
right.
you're already putting that in your wheelhouse, because you're like, yeah, I'm probably gonna get offed at some point, so let me just have a backup going.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I was like, that's really good. Like he's well written. I think the manicness is there. The wanting to appease a father who's never gonna, or out now can never say like, I'm proud of you. So I was like, yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the ultimate villain.
Yeah. I'm excited
so
to see what happens in Lightbringer with Abomination, because he wasn't in Dark Age, correct? Like there's
not
thought.
explicitly.
Was he at the
Pardon?
He was.
Was he at the very end, or was that
Lightbringer? He's not Dark Age.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
He's in Dark Age, like
he's in Dark Age.
Yeah.
Lightbringer.
But
he's
in Lightbringer, the theory is that Mustang's contact is Abomination.
Yeah.
Dude, what if it's just him pulling the strings the entire time? Like that's my fear. Is that's what Pierce is gonna be having? Is the Jackal's done this since like the Institute? He's set this all up to like just continuously go until like there's no more.
Could be.
That'd be wild.
Yeah. We'll see. We shall see.
I know you guys are in better contact with Pierce. Can someone ask him why he named them the Bone Riders? My wife has... She's like, are you sure it's not a smut book? And I'm like, it's not a smut book. I promise you.
It is. Dark Age is a bit of a smut.
Yeah, that's Red God.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah, Pierce is going to cave to the pressure of needing to...
The romantasy. That's why he was at the romantasy convention. We didn't know why he was there. He was setting it up.
That's his fantasy. His fantasy series. It's going to be
there smut.
It's going to be smut.
Well, because he said high fantasy was what he would do next, right? I think Alyssa wound up having a conversation with him about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that for a few years, that he's got in the back of his head. He's already, and probably on paper, he's already writing fantasy. Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
That's one
I'm excited, honestly.
Around for a bit. Yeah, I'm excited to see. I honestly like.
Yeah, I'll read
a lot of people don't want him to leave Red Rising, but I kind of do want him to branch out and do other things, because I think he's just an incredible author that I would love to see. I love this world, but I would love to see so much more from him as well.
Yeah, the only thing I was saying, I wanted to see maybe one thing put in as, like, I guess prequel stuff for Red Rising, was going into more depth of like how the Institute first started or anything like that, or like going through maybe even why am I blanking on a name? Severo's dad. What the hell? Fitchner.
Oh yeah.
I was like, back of my mind, I can't blank on that name. But like Fitchner's year as being in there, or even Nero's year. Like just seeing other people and how they got through the Institute and like telling that story. I know he's doing it with Lauren, and it's, I mean, so far from what I've even read, I like it, but I want to see maybe that as well touched on. Mm-hmm. Who knows?
Have you read the Sons of Ares comics?
I have not. I was trying to get myself physical copies of them, like for about like 2 years now. Yeah, and I was like, just release more, please.
Well, we did a deep dive the one day. The the company that owns the publisher for Red Rising went bankrupt. And so that's why they keep pushing off pretty much everything. That they're like, we don't have money right now. The company that, however it works, owes a bunch of money to Dynamite Comics. So everything, that's where that holdup is, you know.
Gotcha.
We were trying to get lit escalates. We're like, come on, guys, like, so, and they're like, that is like, no, we're not.
Yeah, so
we're
much
not getting into that. Yeah, we're like, come on, because a lot of people want the physical copies.
Yeah, because I got my physical copy of the episode 2 for Book of Lauren. I missed out on the first one because I missed my email.
Oh no!
I'm in school. I'm bad about this. I'm checking it, and I'm like, oh crap. So I don't know. I'll find it out somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to try and either do an e-comic book for Sons of Ares or something. I gotta find a way to read that.
They have a graphic audio version.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah.
Might be good for like a car ride or something to school.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be relatively.
Yeah, I think they're like a 4-ish hour.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not bad.
It's that, or I'll sit here and I'll read them to you one day. We'll just. There's.
I might have to take you up on that.
Yeah, Pooh's Corner, reading time.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Anyway.
Honestly, my eyes already hurt from reading all these medical journals and stuff while I'm in school, and I'm like, dude, I need to have audiobooks for other things. This is hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely understandable. And audiobooks are incredible these days.
Oh.
They've just come so far. All right. Well, I think that's it. Finally, though, where can people find you? What social media? What's the best place to purchase all of your things and find you so they can keep track of what's going on?
All right. So, best place is my Instagram at Book and Box Co. And the CO stands for Colorado. I've had a couple people ask that in the past.
I thought it was.
I'm not a giant corporation, I promise.
Yep.
And then I do sell on Etsy specifically. Book and same thing. Book and Box Co. on Etsy. I know I've seen a couple of my things like posted around on like TikTok and other shops and stuff like that. I don't sell on those, so please try and find me on the proper shop on Etsy. So,
and if you do find them on the wrong shop, please report them.
Report it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Salem and I have a constant back and forth of she finds all the bad Red Rising shops on TikTok and sends them to me, and we just report. This is not.
I think everything on TikTok is like, besides like the creators who are on there doing their videos and stuff, those are perfectly fine. Inside the shop on TikTok is the only thing where I find any issues of like, I think everything on there, 50% of it I think is like Kevin's stolen stuff.
Yeah.
Or directly from Lit Escalates stolen.
Yeah.
So I don't think I found like anything actually legit on there. So
no.
Yeah, just as a shout out to people.
Yeah, almost everyone that I know is either using Etsy or their own personal ones. So don't go on the TikTok shop.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us, and especially you were actually very late notice. That I was like, "What are you doing this weekend?" So thanks for coming out for that, and we greatly appreciate
for pausing your vacation to chat with us.
You're welcome back anytime.
No problem.
When we at some point are no longer just talking to all the artists, in the year 2028, you're welcome to come on and talk Severo or anything.
Yeah, we'll do character studies, and you can come on for Severo.
Yeah.
All right. I'll have to go back and re-listen to the whole series again before I do that.
Yeah.
gotta be fresh like Crescent.
I do. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's constant. Yeah. He has it on a constant loop. I just, I'm here for vibes is all I do. It's fine.
I want it on a constant loop just because we go to, like, me and my wife fall asleep to audiobooks and she always just wants Harry Potter. And I'm like, finish Red Rising so we can do this.
I don't know if I could fall asleep to Red Rising. That might lead to some nightmares.
Not certain scenes.
Just the passage as you're falling to sleep. It's fine.
I don't know. As a guy, I think it might make for like a cool dream of being like, yeah, man, I can do this. I can be in the Institute. I can.
I'm there.
I don't know.
Want to go to war?
Yep, I saw a reel that was that today.
I'm a man. I want to go to war. Anyway, thank you so much.
Lightsaber.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on.
And thank you everybody for listening, and to our Patreon for supporting as always. We appreciate all of you. So see you next week with Danger and Beauty Art. Bye.